Today I want to speak about one of my favorite thrash metal scenes, and I'm speaking about Canadian speed thrash metal. And here I have to say that this is one of the best scenes of all speed thrash, together with the Teutonic German thrash metal, together with the British English thrash metal, with the Brazilian thrash metal scene, with the American, of course, thrash metal scene. We have to also to speak about Canadian thrash metal, and if you ask Francis from Dark Throne, always he speaks about his love about Canadian thrash. He wrote also the song Canadian Metal for Dark Throne, that most of it is dedicated to Canadian thrash speed metal bands. So here I decided to speak about my favorite 10 thrash metal or speed metal albums from Canada. And let's start. Let's find out. First of all, Anvil. This is one of the first proto thrash metal bands from Canada, and their album Forged in Fire. In the second place, Pile Driver. With this album by them, Metal Inquisition, they had another also special album, Pile Driver. The mastermind of the band died before 2-3 years from now, something like that, rest in peace. Also, they were a little bit more speed metal than thrash metal. Exciter, also from Canada and also thrash speed metal, and their debut album, Heavy Metal Maniac. This album came out a little bit some months before Kill 'Em All of Metallica, but because it's a little bit more speed than thrash, we don't consider it as the beginning of thrash metal. They have some influences of Motorhead, of Judas Priest, of course, by the name also Exciter, Heavy Metal Maniac of Exciter. Annihilator, and especially in the beginning they were also, they had some speed metal elements together with the thrash metal elements of them, and their debut album Alice in Hell. And now a little bit more extreme thrash metal, and I'm speaking about Infernal Majesty, None Shall Defy, their debut album also. And another also extreme thrash metal band, proto death metal band, and I'm speaking about Slaughter and their second album Strapado. Also Slaughter, they have a demo, if I'm not sure it's a demo, with Chuck of Death that he played together with them. This is the demo of Slaughter, Fuck of Death, and they play together. Here they play together with Chuck of Death. And now Voivod, and I prefer their first albums of them even more from Killing Technology and the rest. They were something between a technical thrash metal band with progressive metal elements in their music, but I prefer their two albums of them, the first two albums of them, that they are even more influenced by Venom. And I'm speaking about the debut album of them, War and Pain. And now another band that is a little bit underground, also technical thrash metal, Oblivion, and their debut album of them, From This Day Forward. I think that not only Voivod but also Oblivion, they are a big influence to Vector of today. And now Sacrifice, and always I have the question if I will put here Soldiers of Fortune or Forwards to Termination as the best album of them, and always I prefer to put Forwards to Termination, this great album, even that also the debut album of them, Torment in Fire, is a very good album, a little bit influenced by Slayer, but a very good album also. But in any case, here I will put forwards to termination. And now, my favorite thrash metal band from Canada of all days, of all ages, and I'm speaking about Razor and their great album Violent Restitution. So, this is it, my favorite 10 best favorite albums of Canadian speed thrash metal: Anvil, Forged in Fire, Piledriver, Metal Inquisition, Exciter, Heavy Metal Maniac, Annihilator, Alice in Hell, Infernal Majesty, None Shall Defy, Slaughter, Strapado, Voivod, War and Pain, Oblivion, From This Day Forward, Sacrifice, Forward to Termination, and of course Razor, Violent Restitution. This is it about my favorite Canadian thrash metal scene. From Israel, from Jerusalem, stay metal and stay heavy.